few moments later.
Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we will be rebuilding a Mustang.
A few moments later.
We are not building a Mustang. We are building a Ford GT Carbon Series. So the inside is pretty chopped off the line. It needs a little bit of cleaning, but like it's overall pretty chopped. So I think we can restore this. I'm doing a voiceover and I was looking for other cars and there was no good cars. Um, I guess I was looking at this Mustang, which was pretty bad also, but it was like a drift car, I think so. Anyways, I ended up looking at another two Mustangs and a BMW before deciding that we were going to do the Ford GT. So technically earlier I was not wrong when I said I was going to rebuild a Mustang. However, this is very different. This is a 2022 Ford GT. And we ended up buying it for, I think, 360. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take off the body panels. Right now I was just taking inspection, seeing all the damages, and we could see what we have to do. Taking a quick thumbnail shot. Pretty tough. And overall, just taking like a basic inspection of every part that was damaged. We did end up just replacing all the parts because we want this to be as good as possible. However, we were taking an inspection to see what was wrong with it. Alright, let's go wash the car so we can see the undercover damage on the actual chassis. Hopefully it's not too bad, but we'll probably just end up fixing it anyways. I went ahead and lifted the car so we could take all the parts needed out to take the engine out, and then I drained the oil, which I think I forgot to do, and then I had to lift it back up, but we ended up just starting on the engine, and I will do a time lapse for you guys. Okay, so now we're gonna have another time lapse of me taking apart the whole suspension. There was also a part where I had to buy a whole new Ford GT because I accidentally sold these rims when I didn't have the DLC for it. So, you'll see that in time lapse. I'm gonna make this one a little bit faster because there's a lot more stuff, and it would be like 30-minute video if I didn't of just this time lapse. So. Alright, I'm putting the wheels on. Later I will take off the wheels and like put them back on like 80 times because I was trying to size the back tires to actually fit, make it look good, but I will time lapse that probably, so you won't have to worry about it too much. But I'm basically just making it so the car is drivable. I'm putting the body panels on soon, and then I will realize that the back tires are completely different from the front. So, yeah. So as you've probably already seen, I've gone with carbon package for everything, and should just make it be nice and clean. It should be a nice and clean design. I made it so the spoiler's up, and basically I will be painting this, and it should look really clean. I'm going with like an American style. I have red calipers, silver rims, and the car paint is going to be, you will know whenever you watch that part of the video. I'm not going to leak that part quite yet. However, it matches the rest of everything. So, I hope you guys enjoy the paint reveal coming soon. This car, not even painted, already looks super good. So, hopefully, it looks even better with the paint. Yeah. I will end up going through all the livery options. However, that color blue does look pretty tough. Um, some of the liveries were for the GT3 and Heritage versions, but I had the Carbon series, so I did not end up going with any of the liveries, but I will leave it slow so you guys can see each of the livery options. There's a livery coming up. It's red with like numbers on the side. I was seriously considering doing that instead of the blue. I believe it was this one. I'm not sure though. But I was considering doing it if there was a blue version. Um, because that would just look tough. But there was not, so I did not. This is the color I ended up going with. Tell me if you guys like it in the comments, and if you guys don't, I can always change it later on in the next episode. If you guys say a different color looked better. But this is when I realized that the tires were completely off, and I will set you guys to a time lapse of me fixing this. I think it took me over 30 minutes to fix because I went size by size, and it was just driving me crazy. If you guys ever play this game and need to know the tire size, I think it was 20 by 20 by 365 for the rear on race tires. Um, and it makes the back look like that. It was not the best, but I was not spending any more time on it, and it was acceptable. So, I just kept it. Now I'm filling all the liquids inside the car, and then we are gonna go to the drag strip. Before we go to the drag strip, I have to align the headlights and the tires so we do not spin out completely. Um, well, spin out completely every single run. That is definitely not foreshadowing. You guys will have to see yourself. However, we bought this car for $360,000 and we can make $1.2 million in profit off of it, which is personally for me pretty good. However, I will not be selling this thing. Now, let's go to the drag strip. This car is not necessarily meant to be fast. However, it was pretty fast and we beat our competition. It is basically stock, so it did pretty well. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.